what is the real relationship between the President of the Russian Federation and the Prime Minister of the Russian Federation. And the second point that I think is every bit as important and goes to what we can do or not do, which is to say, do no harm, and that is the importance of the United States and the West not trying to play in that game and not advertently or inadvertently committing what I call the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which is to say trying to figure out who's up and who's down and affect the outcome of leadership dynamics in Russia. With regard to another key theme in what we're hearing from the Russians and have been since at least last summer, and that is President Medvedev's proposal, which remains very vague about what was he initially called a new European security architecture. He's now, in a nod, I suppose, to those of us on this side of the ocean, calling it a Euro-Atlantic security architecture. That is, it's not quite content-free as a proposal, but most of the content on the Russian side is essentially very familiar complaints and airing of old resentments, along with some adamant bottom-line demands, which I would contend cannot and should not be met. And at least implicitly and sometimes explicitly, one of those demands goes to Steve's point about this claim of a sphere of privileged interest, which translates quite directly into a Russian veto over NATO expanding further to the east. And that presents a very real dilemma in how to get that right for the new administration here in Washington. And getting that right will depend more than just as a matter of process on extremely close and consistent coordination between the United States and its key European allies and partners.